Welcome to this episode of Conspiracy Theories. Today, we're looking at illegal diamond mining, an issue that goes beyond just shiny stones. Illegal diamond mining has caused violence and helped criminals, especially in parts of Africa. These blood diamonds have brought suffering to many people and damaged the environment. Even with efforts to stop this trade, tricks and fake papers let illegal diamonds enter the market. In this episode, we'll share the facts about illegal diamond mining, explain the scams involved, and show how this hidden trade affects millions of lives. Stay tuned as we uncover the truth about illegal diamond mining. Diamonds have long been celebrated worldwide for their unmatched brilliance and how rare people believe they are. They symbolize love, luxury, and lasting commitment, especially through the tradition of diamond engagement rings. This powerful image has been carefully shaped and reinforced by extensive marketing campaigns that continue to influence cultural values and consumer choices across generations. However, this shining idea sharply contrasts with the darker realities behind diamond extraction and trade. Beneath the sparkling surface lies a troubling history marked by armed conflicts, serious human rights violations, and significant environmental damage. This contrast between the symbol of purity and the often harsh conditions of diamond sourcing presents a complex ethical challenge. The industry's emotional appeal hides a supply chain often linked to suffering and ecological harm. The issue goes beyond simply separating good diamonds from bad ones. It reflects a deeper conflict between public image and operational reality. The influence of marketing in shaping how people see diamonds highlights the urgent need for the diamond industry to match its image with its real impact. True ethical sourcing requires looking at the entire diamond life cycle, considering all human and environmental costs, rather than focusing only on conflict-related concerns. The term blood diamond, also known as conflict diamond, has a clear and internationally accepted meaning defined by the United Nations. According to the UN, a blood diamond is any diamond mined in areas controlled by groups opposing a real, recognized government, and then sold to fund military efforts against that government. This definition became widely known during the 1990s and early 2000s, a time marked by violent civil wars in several African countries. Nations such as Sierra Leone and Angola serve as important examples, where rebel organizations like the Revolutionary United Front, or RUF, in Sierra Leone and UNITA in Angola, depended heavily on diamond sales to pay for their armed struggles. The money made from these illegal diamonds was used to buy weapons and support ongoing military campaigns. Understanding the idea of blood diamonds shows the link between natural resources and conflict, stressing the importance of responsible sourcing. Efforts to regulate the diamond industry have since aimed to stop the sale of these conflict diamonds and reduce the impact of such violence on vulnerable people. The United Nations defines conflict diamonds mainly as stones used to fund rebel movements. However, the broader illegal diamond trade involves far more than just rebel activity. Organized crime groups have long used diamonds smuggled through secret channels to make profits on the black market. These stones are not only used to support violence, but also serve as a tool for money laundering, terrorism financing, and other serious international crimes. This shows that the issue extends beyond the early focus on rebel groups and involves a wider network of criminal and financial operations that pose serious threats to global safety and legal economies. One of the key criticisms of the Kimberley Process Certification Scheme, or KPCS, is its narrow focus. While it aims to stop diamonds from funding rebel conflicts, it often ignores other serious problems tied to diamond mining. These include child labor, forced labor, violence, environmental damage, corruption, and large-scale tax avoidance. As a result, a conflict-free label does not always mean a diamond is fully ethical. The illegal diamond trade has evolved, while the rules built to stop it have struggled to keep up. Early definitions helped raise awareness, but now they often miss larger problems. Adapting to this changing landscape requires stronger efforts, ongoing reforms, and global cooperation to protect both people and economies. Illegal diamond mining has long been tied to regions in Africa where rich mineral deposits have brought both opportunity and conflict. Countries like Sierra Leone, Angola, Liberia, and the Democratic Republic of Congo were central to the blood diamond crisis of the 1990s and early 2000s. In Angola, groups like UNITA funded civil war through diamond sales, despite international sanctions. Sierra Leone's Revolutionary United Front used similar profits to prolong a decade-long conflict that claimed tens of thousands of lives. Liberia's diamond trade fueled fighting in the region, with links to arms deals and global terror networks. In the DRC, armed groups continue to benefit from illegal mining, with many diamonds still not properly tracked or controlled. Today, problems continue in countries like the Central African Republic, Zimbabwe, and Ivory Coast. In CAR, diamonds still help fund armed groups despite bans on trade. Zimbabwe's Marange mines have been linked to serious abuse, including forced labor and violence, although their diamonds are still labeled conflict-free. Ivory Coast has made progress using diamond revenues for peace after years of smuggling and war. The global definition of conflict diamonds remains narrow, focused mainly on rebel groups. Recent issues with Russian diamonds, which help fund state-led wars, reveal growing gaps. Fake certificates and unclear sources make it hard to enforce the rules, showing the need for better monitoring and stronger teamwork between countries. Artisanal and small-scale mining, often referred to as ASM, is largely driven by poverty. For millions in developing nations, especially in remote parts of Africa, it remains one of the only available ways to earn a living. Globally, around 13 million people are directly involved in diamond mining, most of them in Africa, with each miner typically supporting several dependents. As many as 50 million individuals rely on this form of work for survival. In many of these regions, formal jobs are limited or non-existent. As a result, people turn to ASM not by choice, but out of necessity. Despite knowing the risks, such as dangerous working conditions, physical harm, and financial instability, many continue to mine because it offers a chance, however small, at income. The idea of fast earnings often drives people into the trade, even though those doing the digging rarely see real profit. This economic pressure leaves miners highly exposed to exploitation. Middlemen and buyers often take advantage of their lack of bargaining power and knowledge of market value. The cycle of low wages, unsafe conditions, and limited options keeps many in a state of constant vulnerability. While ASM plays a vital role in local economies, its connection to poverty and lack of protections makes it a serious development challenge that demands greater attention and support. In many mining communities around the world, particularly in developing countries, forced labor, child labor, and modern forms of slavery remain serious and ongoing problems. These practices are often closely connected to poverty, weak laws, and poor oversight in rural or conflict-affected areas. Children are often found working in dangerous mining sites, exposed to hard physical labor, harmful materials, and unsafe conditions. Many begin at a young age, giving up education and health to help support their families. Most are paid very little, if at all, while doing work that can cause long-term damage to their bodies and minds. Forced labor also affects adults, especially in small-scale mining operations. Many are stuck in unfair working situations, weighed down by debt or misled through threats and false promises. They are often denied fair pay, safety protections, or basic rights as workers. In more serious cases, modern slavery appears through pressure, isolation, and full control by mine owners or recruiters. These conditions are not rare but part of a larger pattern of abuse, driven by global demand and limited accountability. They show the urgent need for better worker protections, responsible sourcing, and international efforts to stop abuse in mining and protect the rights of people working at the beginning of the supply chain. Diamond mining, especially when done illegally or through small-scale methods, causes serious environmental damage. The effects on nature and local communities are often long-lasting and difficult to reverse. To reach diamond deposits, large areas of land are cleared, resulting in deforestation and the destruction of natural habitats. Forests are removed, ecosystems are disrupted, and many plants and animals are lost. On average, 250 tons of earth must be moved for every single carat of diamond, drastically changing the landscape and reducing biodiversity. Mining also uses large amounts of water. This water often becomes polluted with chemicals, heavy metals, and sediment, which then flow into nearby rivers and groundwater. As a result, aquatic life is harmed, and local communities lose access to clean drinking water. Among residents, in Angola, a toxic spill led to deaths and widespread pollution that affected neighboring countries. Lastly, mining releases pollutants into the air. Diesel engines and heavy machinery add to greenhouse gas emissions, while airborne dust lowers air quality and puts nearby communities at risk for respiratory issues. Throughout modern history, rebel groups and warlords have used illegal diamond mining to fund armed conflicts and weaken recognized governments. In countries like Angola and Sierra Leone, groups such as UNITA and the Revolutionary United Front depended heavily on diamond profits to support their fighting efforts. These funds were used to buy weapons, bring in new fighters, and carry out long-lasting battles that caused serious damage to society and forced many people to suffer. The strong connection between diamond money and violent conflict led to the common use of the term blood diamonds, showing how these stones were tied directly to war and harm. Although the most intense civil wars linked to diamond mining ended in the early 2000s, the money from diamonds still supports violence in other parts of the world. In areas of the Central African Republic and the Democratic Republic of Congo, armed groups continue to make money from diamond mining to hold onto valuable land. These profits are used to buy more weapons and stay in power, often through fear and violence. This ongoing pattern shows how the illegal diamond trade remains a powerful tool for armed groups, with long-lasting effects on peace and safety. Beyond funding rebel groups, organized crime plays a major role in the illegal diamond trade. Criminal networks smuggle diamonds to sell on the black market, taking advantage of the stone's high value, ease of transport, and the ability to move them without drawing attention. Diamonds serve as a key method for hiding illegal money, as criminals use inflated prices, secret deals, or simply keep them as portable wealth to disguise where their money comes from. This illicit trade also helps finance terrorism. Fraud, bribery, and fake permits are common tactics that allow diamonds mined illegally to enter the legal global market. This situation highlights the complex challenges faced by authorities trying to control the diamond trade. The blend of high value, mobility, and lack of transparency creates an environment where illegal activities flourish. Addressing these issues requires stronger international cooperation, better regulations, and continuous efforts to close loopholes that criminals exploit. The fight against illegal diamonds goes beyond just stopping conflict financing, and must also tackle the broader criminal networks involved. In many diamond-producing countries, corruption and control by powerful elites Within governments play a major role in enabling illegal diamond trading. Even in nations certified as conflict-free under the Kimberley process, government officials often use their influence over the diamond industry to increase their own wealth, maintain political control, or benefit close allies. This happens at the expense of the general population. This situation reflects what is known as the resource curse, where valuable natural resources, instead of supporting economic growth and development, worsen existing problems in governance. In Angola, for example, the diamond sector struggles with issues like elite domination, undervaluing of diamonds, and corruption that leads to serious human rights violations. There are concerns that old power networks are simply being replaced by new ones without real reform. Similarly, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, weak institutions and widespread corruption make it easier for illegal diamond trading to continue and undermine efforts toward lasting peace. This shows that the problem goes beyond just outside rebel groups. It is deeply rooted in internal failures that divert valuable resources and contribute to long-term instability. For most of the 20th century, the diamond industry was dominated by De Beers, a British company founded in 1888. At its height, De Beers controlled up to 85% of global rough diamond distribution. The company kept this control by owning many mines, limiting who could sell diamonds, and carefully managing how many diamonds were available. They held back diamonds when sales were low and released more when demand increased, which helped keep prices from dropping. Rather than focusing on illegal mining, De Beers built its power by creating a sense of scarcity. A key part of this approach was its famous advertising campaign launched in 1947, featuring the slogan, "A diamond is forever." This message connected diamonds to lasting love and made them a popular part of marriage traditions. By the end of the century, most brides in the U.S. received diamond engagement rings. In the early 2000s, De Beers faced legal action in the United States over accusations of unfair control and price fixing. The company agreed to a $295 million settlement. Its market share later dropped to under 30% as other producers grew stronger. One of the most famous cases of fraud in the diamond industry was the Great Diamond Hoax of 1872. Two prospectors, Philip Arnold and John Slack, claimed they had found a massive diamond field in what was then Colorado Territory. To make the site look real, they scattered low-quality diamonds they had bought in Europe for about $35,000. Their story convinced major investors from New York and San Francisco, including well-known names like Horace Greeley and Charles Tiffany of Tiffany & Co. These backers created a company and bought the rights to the land for $660,000, worth over $17 million today. The scheme was eventually exposed by Clarence King, a government geologist. During an inspection, he noticed that the stones at the site came from different geological environments and couldn't naturally be found together. His findings revealed the entire operation was fake. This incident is a clear example of intentional deception in the diamond trade. Unlike illegal mining or market manipulation, this hoax involved creating false evidence to cheat investors. The Great Diamond Hoax remains a historic reminder of how easily belief in sudden wealth can override caution, even in the presence of industry experts. Behind the shine lies a darker truth of exploitation, corruption, and deception. Stay informed, think critically, and support ethical practices. Thanks for watching Illegal Diamond Mining, Facts and Frauds. Like, share, and subscribe for more clear, honest breakdowns of the world's most hidden and controversial industries.